Hello, people of God. Hope you're enjoying Jesus wherever you are. This morning, being the 30th day of January 2023, I'd like us to start with the hymn for today. That hymn is powerful and the words just need to register on our spirit. So let's go. When we walk with the Lord in the light of His word, what a glory sheds on our way, on our way. While we do His good will, He abides with us still, and with all who we trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there is no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. But we never can prove the delight of His love until all on the altar we lay. For the favor He shows, for the joy He bestows, and for them who will trust and obey. Then in fellowship sweet we will sit at His feet, or will walk by His side in the way. What He says we will do, where He sends we will go. We never fear, only trust and obey. So you know the song now, but those words caught me, they struck me. So I felt like the words are more important than the sound. So let's get those words this morning. Just play the video again and listen up. So the topic for today says, beware of God's permissive will. Beware of God's permissive will. When I first saw this topic, I was like, let's continue. All right. The memory verse is taken from Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 3. Son of man, these men have set up their idols in their hearts and put the stumbling block of their iniquity before their face. Should I be inquired of them? Should I be inquired at all by them? The Bible reading is taken from Numbers chapter 22, verse 12 to 22. Numbers chapter 22, verse 12 to 22. And God said unto Balaam, thou shalt not go with them, thou shalt not curse the people, for they are blessed. Verse 13. And Balaam rose up in the morning and said unto the priest of Balak, get you into your land, for the Lord refused to give me leave to go with you. And the princes of Moab rose up, and they went unto Balak and said, Balaam refused to come with us. And Balak sent yet again princes more and more honorable than they. And they came to Balaam and said to him, thus said Balak the son of Zippor, let nothing, I pray thee, hinder thee from coming now, for I will promote thee unto very great honor, and I will do whatever you tell me to do. Come now, I beg you, come, cause these people. And Balaam answered and said unto the servant of Balak, if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I am not going beyond the word of the Lord my God, to do more or less. Verse 19 now says, now therefore I pray ye, tarry ye also here this night, that I may know what the Lord will say. Tarry ye here this night, that I may know what the Lord will say unto me more. As if God has not spoken before. And God said unto Balaam at night, and said unto him, if the men to come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that thou shalt say. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab. That is the Bible reading for today. So straight, let's go to the word God has for us. Many a time when we have a plan, we present it to God and we say, no way. We then begin to fast, we then begin to pray, we then begin to seek God's face, and finally we come around and say, Lord, what about that plan now? He could then say, go ahead. You are better not go anywhere. As children of God, it is our duty to obey Him promptly and completely at all times. In our Bible reading for today, a king asked Prophet Balaam to curse Israel. Balaam asked God and God said no. The king then sent some other people to tell Balaam that he would promote and enrich him if he would curse Israel. Balaam then decided to check back with God, and the Lord said, okay, if you want to go, go. On the way, God sent an angel to block his way. It was Balaam's donkey that saw the angel. The prophet was blinded by greed already. He couldn't even see what a donkey could see. Whenever you are so interested in something that you manage to twist God's hand to permit you to have it, you would be blinded by it and may run into serious trouble because of your inability to see clearly and objectively. If you do a little research to trace the history of Balaam, you will see that he ended up dying by the sword. One area where Christians often pursue God's permissive will is in marriage. Many of them have regretted it afterwards. The fact that God allowed Agar to give birth when Abraham went in unto her while Sarah was considered barren does not mean that the latter was the one through whom God's covenant with Abraham would come to pass. Genesis 17 verse 21. It doesn't matter how good the permissive will looks, you better go for God's express will. Sister, that young man you like may be more financially secure than the one God says you should choose. Don't be fooled by today. God knows tomorrow. God is instructing you based on that knowledge you don't have. Ask the Lord to reveal his express will to you, because if you twist his arm, you can have things your way, but the end may be bitter. So the key point is, don't go to God insisting on your own plans. I like that one. Don't go to God insisting on your own plans. He may permit it, but you may regret it. See, forgive me, people of God, but I would like to say this at this point. If you don't know tomorrow, why do you want to decide tomorrow? If you're not sure, like, we can guess how tomorrow will be like, but we are never sure. If you're not sure of tomorrow, why do you want to make firm decisions about the tomorrow you're not sure of? God will keep helping us. Keep enjoying Jesus.